What's going on, everybody? I'm pro singer David Braley, singer entertainer based out of Phoenix, Arizona, and I got more Beatpella house for you. This time, they're gearing up to hang out with the J-pop group called Myera and do the song called Be Naked. Here we go. Who's doing that? Who's doing that string sound? That twing, twing. That it's meant to be a string, and I don't know which one, but it's like a sitar, and it's who's doing that? It's eerily accurate, eerily. Like I'll go start this over. Sorry, but just crazy, crazy good. Listen to that tone. That's such a cool sound. Wow. He's got a great trumpet too. All right. Yes, all right. Love the harmonies. You got great timing. Listen to the timbre and how the tonality, the quality of the tone match up, and the bit there. Just that simple. This is a male and female harmonizing together, and the quality of the sound and the tonality of the sound, it's almost exact. Like they're listening to each other so perfectly. It's amazing. That's nuts.
Oh man,
that bass. He's so good. Oh, tell me that was actually somebody who did that. Tell me that was somebody's voice. Like that's got to be done in post. I mean, I read your comments. I know a lot of people say they don't add any effects. They don't add any auto-tune, things like that. They argue this point, which I get, and I'm with you. And to be honest with you, I hope you're right. But that's gotta be an effect. Like there's got to be an effect on that voice. That's nuts. Like that's got to be a filter. You did it again. You hear it again. Yeah. Those harmonies. You know they're listening to each other, and you know how well they're listening to each other when it sounds like one voice. It's a chord, but it almost sounds like it's just one voice kind of fanned out, you know? And I don't know how else to explain it because the sound is just so perfectly balanced, and they're so perfectly in unison with each other that it just, you hear all these overtones, and it sounds feathery. That's so nice. Oh no. Yes, lady, sing. All right, so I have to tell you, I've never listened to this song before, so I don't have anything to compare it to, which I don't know if is a good thing or it's a bad thing. I don't really care because I'm doing it now, um, but I like this group. I like their flow. I like their musicality. I like their rhythm, their ability to have fun with new rhythms and really have that the good rhythmic timing. And then they're also all powerhouse singers, so fantastic. It's nice to listen to them. Their harmonies are beautiful. Their energy is fantastic. I mean, they sound pretty much like, a a great girl group. One of those good girl groups, and they're doing really well to be singing alongside a Beatpella group, an a cappella type group with beatboxers, because I can imagine that some of the music is missing, some of the downbeat might be missing, in comparison to their original track. There might be a heavy, like just a heavy bass all the time, or there might be something. This it's just new, it's different, and it's new, and it feels different. So you really have to know your music to be able to just switch accompaniment that easy. And these guys are just nailing it flawlessly. I'm sure they've rehearsed their butts off. I'm sure they're consummate professionals, and I'm sure this was worked on a lot, and for many hours they sat and probably ran this song over and over to get the arrangement, of course, and then to work with each other, because it's going to take. You can't just show up and say, all right, let's just go. It's not like they're playing a piano. It's they've got to get together, they've got to click, they've got to work together, listen to each other, know the timing, know the song well enough to utilize this new this new background, maybe even change their own arrangement. So I don't know, they might have changed what they do, might have added more harmonies or more ahs, oohs, background singing, things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that could be going on in between the two songs to where it makes this sort of collaboration a difficult one, and they're nailing it, is what I'm saying. What you need, hey, what you want, tell me please, don't be shy. So no, my mother get it all. Yeah, it's true, hey, what you want, tell me please, don't be shy. Hey, what you need, hey, what you want, tell me please, don't be shy. Someone's throat singing. Gosh, they're good. Man, that first off, that was a really good song. I've never heard it before. And again, sorry if that's a bad thing, or I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. I think it's a good thing because I get to hear two great groups work together. And that's more fun for me than listening to a recording of a girl group singing anything. These are groups of artists, getting together and nailing something new and working and collaborating, and that to me is just more exciting. But that was really, really good. I loved the arrangement, was fantastic. Again, don't have anything to compare it to. However, it was full. It was bright. It had everything there. It didn't feel like it was missing anything. Now, when I listen, I'll probably listen on my own time to the original version. There might be other things. There might be strings in there that weren't there. There might be more processors. There might be more bass or drums or something like that. But whatever, what they did and what they offered, it gave a full song. It gave a full background. It was a full arrangement. It wasn't missing anything in my opinion. I loved their Myera. I'm sorry. Is it Myera? Fix it below. Tell me, because I'll be confused otherwise. But they're fantastic. I've never heard them before. A J-pop group. They made their debut apparently in 2024. But they're excellent. I love their flow. I love how how well they listen to each other, because while they're harmonizing and they're doing sort of like patter singing, it's harmony, and they're matching each other's tones, and they're really listening to each other. I keep saying that. That's what makes this good, because these are musicians who are really who have learned how to really listen to each other and get comfortable with their own voices and comfortable with matching the voices of that they hear next to them. That's not an easy feat. you know, sometimes people want to stand out a little bit and sing a little too loud. But no, I know how to blend. It's yeah. But it's a different part of singing altogether. And then when they jumped out for their solos, they each had their own flow, they each had their own personality, they each had their own style, which was all excellent. I like the blonde one. She had a really nice sultry voice, just slid up, kind of has a little bit of a top, like she has a peak, but it was a sexy sound, you know, really sassy and full bodied, really a nice sound in there. And then again, there was a lot of rapping, and that was the flow, the rhythm was excellent. Guys, I'm a happy camper. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. And until next time, I'll catch you all on the flippity flop. Cheers, guys. Bye.